Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. We're gonna get right into it. This video, as you can tell by the title, is affirmations are just thoughts. We really want to stop putting things on pedestals. I know you did a whole video about memories being on pedestals, but I feel like people put affirmations on pedestals, and what you don't realize is everything that you think is an affirmation. Everything you think is an affirmation. Like, really, everything you say is an affirmation. It's a normal thing. So people, I'm in a lot of like I just started getting active on Reddit. I'm in a lot of manifestation groups. I read a lot of comments on these videos, and a lot of times people be like, what affirmations did you use? Or can you give me a list of affirmations? I'm actually writing an affirmation book, but for one of my particular brands, because it's geared towards a particular thing. So when that comes out, you can buy that book. But if you don't, and if you choose to come up with your own affirmations, that's perfect. And that probably would work even better for you. But what I want to say is stop thinking of affirmations as like this grand thing, because anytime you put anything on a pedestal, it means that you're below it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to start off with that type of energy of you like, oh, this is going to be the golden child of manifestation, when in all actuality, just like manifesting, you've been saying affirmations your whole life. You just didn't realize that what you were saying was an affirmation. And once it really clicked for me for that, things I noticed started changing incrementally, and some drastically, but it helped me to normalize things. The whole point of manifesting is for you to get to a place where, well, the whole point of consciously manifesting, because you're always manifesting. Sometimes you do it on default. Most of the time we manifest on default. But the whole point of consciously manifesting is getting to a place where your desires and the things that you're trying to bring about feel normal. It's just to normalize the world that you want to see. Affirmations are just your normal thoughts. If you're sitting down at a table and you're like, oh, this table is hard, that's an affirmation. You're affirming that the table that you're sitting at is hard. If you're sitting in your room like me and it's like super dead of night and it's freezing cold, you're like, ugh, it's cold in here. That's an affirmation. Affirmations are just your thoughts, things that you say. If you get in the shower and you say, dang, this water is cold, that's an affirmation. It's not like a special thing, and it's not like there's no set words that are going to take you to the top. It's all about your dominant energy. And if your dominant energy is filled with words that are not satisfactory to you or not conducive to the life that you're trying to live, it doesn't matter what it is that you say or what particular set of words, like I am wealthy, I am this, I am. If your dominant energy is not that, your life is not going to be. I'm gonna make some affirmations so that this thing don't come on when I'm recording a goddamn video. But yeah, affirmations are literally just your thoughts. Like it's not anything special. It's what you're thinking up here. What you want to do is get into the habit of switching thoughts from what it is that you usually think and making it normal for you to think the things that you want to think. Like me, when I was doing my hair today, I have 4C hair, and if you don't know what that is, it's fine. You don't need to know. But I'm black. I have, kind of coarse hair. And so I started getting into the habit of talking about my hair in ways that I typically wouldn't, talk about my hair, because, people, when they're detangling it, it's like, oh, this is so hard, and oh, my hair is always falling out. Over the past few months, I started saying, my hair is healthy, hydrated, long and luxurious. Honey, if you knew me, my hair was not growing. Like, I cut all my hair off several times. I cut my hair off last year, and I kind of just like let it be what it is and actually started taking care of it. I would talk to myself in the mirror all the time while I'm doing stuff. I would say things like, girl, you are so pretty. Look at you, you get better looking every day, you know. I would say things like, you know, wow, look how nice you are, you're so pretty, blah 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 blah. Like, I would just say things. I would always smile at myself in the mirror. I do stuff like that, and I would talk to my hair, and I would just be like, girl, you are so pretty. Your hair, girl, hair, you are so nice. Like, my hair is healthy and hydrated, long and luxurious. Like, I'm a writer. I write songs and stuff like that and stories, so it's easy for me to like choose particular words, and affirmations and stuff work well for me because I just love words. I love speaking. I love listening to words. I just love words. but that's why when it comes to affirmations, it kind of frustrates me when people are like, oh, what exact affirmations did you say? A lot of times, especially if you're the type of person that doesn't use the same jargon that a lot of these people use, it can be hard for the things to resonate. I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit here and say, I am so happy and grateful now that I have blah 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 blah. But that's a popular statement in the whole conscious manifesting community. A lot of people say that and they wonder why they don't get results. I don't talk like that. I'll be like, yo, this shit is super lit. That's an affirmation for me. And when I'm trying to visualize and do stuff like that, that's how I talk. Joseph Ally has this thing where he talks about, you know, constructing a scene after the fact, where you're having a conversation with a friend or somebody you trust, and they're like, wow, this like, wow, you and such got married and you had such a great wedding, and then you respond, yeah, I sure did, and then they say, yeah, that was a great like, that's how he says certain things, and that worked for him. And if it works for you, go right ahead. But me, when I visualize scenes of like confirmation like that, I visualize myself sitting right here on the phone with one of my best friends, and they're like, girl, you actually bagged such and such, and I'm like, girl, I sure did, period. That's how I talk in real life. So in my visualizations, in order for me to make it real, I have to make it real. And that's what you need to do for you. Your affirmations are not just like something. If you don't walk around the house talking about, I am rich, I am debt free, don't expect that to really work for you when you're doing it on the inside. My debt free affirmations is, wow, I'm really debt free out this motherfucker. Like, it sounds funny, but that's what works for me because that's how I talk. Like even with, let me tell you, getting braces, I've wanted braces since I was 13. My teeth have always been crooked, so I've had braces for the last few months, and in the first video I posted, you know, doing all this, was like, I had just gotten my braces, and every day I wake up, like when I'm brushing my teeth, I really look at myself and I'm like, wow, I really did it. Like, that's, like, people don't understand, that's huge for me. I really took the steps to get it. I really, you know, did what I had to do to make sure that, you know, I can finally like perfect my smile. But in order for me to get to this point, it wasn't, I am so happy and grateful now that I have braces. Like, I never said anything like that. I just imagined myself smiling like, wow, I actually went and got the braces. And that's exactly what I do all the time when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, wow, I really did it. And because I did this, I know that I can do everything else that I said that I was going to do. And you can too. And this video is just to, thank you. This video is just to help you normalize it. Like, these things that we're doing now, a lot of people are talking about manifesting now. Like, a lot of people are, you know, bringing more awareness to the faculties of our mind. And that's so great. That's so great. But what I want people to start understanding is that we've been doing this all our life. And the fact that we've been doing it, the fact that we've been using our imagination our whole life and kind of like disregarding it as something that's not important, is the reason why it seems like it can't be that simple. but it really is. It's simple, but it's not always going to be so easy. But recognize that you didn't have to do a million techniques to get to where you are right now. So why do you feel like you have to do a million techniques to get to where you're trying to go? You understand what I'm saying? Normalize these new feelings that you're feeling. It might take some time, but none of these techniques or none of these affirmations or anything like that should be put on a higher pedestal, because ain't nothing higher than you, baby boo. You are it. You are the God of your reality, and what you say goes. So decide, this is my normal life. This is how I talk. So these are the thoughts I'm going to put in my brain. And when you have an opposing thought, that's a great time to switch it. Not when you have an opposing feeling. Don't, like, if you feeling sad about something, don't just try to force yourself and be positive. That shit don't work, trust me. And it'll probably have adverse effects. But like me, I'll have something where I'm like, me and my glasses, as you can see, I don't have my glasses on. I plan to get LASIK eye surgery soon. So when I say something, when I'm like, I don't have my glasses and I'm looking for something, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I can't see. I switch that. I don't really say that too much anymore. I'll say, oh, my eyesight is perfect. Eventually, whether it comes about with me getting LASIK or I just wake up one day with 20/20 vision or better, my eyesight is going to be perfect, because that's something that's going to be normal. It's going to be normal for me to have perfect vision, because that's what I said. Those are my thoughts. That's something that I made normal. So this video low-key was kind of sort of all over the place, but it's whatever. I intend for you watching this to understand what I'm saying and kind of, you know, be able to take gems from this and apply it to your own life. Because, like, it don't matter if you out here watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos and then you go in your regular life and you don't really apply it. The application of knowledge is where the power lies. And so I hope that you're able to, I keep saying I hope, I intend that you're able to apply this knowledge and take your power back. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.